They can make new computers that play older video games that work more efficiently, and so they wouldn't produce as many chemicals or gas things in them that would make people sick if they weren't in real ventilated areas. Yeah. The new ones require more cooling and stuff. I think the once we were at Xbox 360 and is it PS3? I think we were fine. I think we'd hit the well. That's good. That's close enough to real to realize that that's cool, right? And but yeah, when you're playing, you want it to be an animated cartoon, so it's not reality. So you have memories of misty watercolor memories. And besides, it's a lot different when you're playing sports and your memories than when you're playing a video game. They could make it first person user like those the ones you guys those shooter ones you do where you can see your hands in the gun and you're blowing people away. It's like wow, and they wonder why they have so many people that are so violent and radicalized and turn into terrorists and run and go try to shoot people to be famous. And it just doesn't make any sense that we have so many crazy, radical, violent people that want their place in the history books in the United States in our institutionalization, incarceration, indoctrination system. Wow, Why do some people feel more comfortable sexually exploiting and abusing other men than they do trying to enjoy a relationship with a woman when you're outside and you have to act like a bitch? Okay, what are you talking about? Okay, look. Fucking another dog in the ass because you feel more comfortable beating the shit out of other men and fucking other men in the ass and treating them like they're a dog is more comfortable than you than loving a woman and loving your children and helping your children not become the top ass fucker at the prison? Really? Let's fall in love. Why don't we fall in love, right? All of me. Why not take all of me? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. Can't you see I'm no good without you? You'd rather be the property of other people that perceive people as property, being the most vicious piece of abusive sexual abuse property, than a lover. And my lover, Will Ferrell, help me out here. Come on, SNL skit. Come on. Bring Terry O'Sherry, the three-case Chisadea lady from the cheerleading thing. Come on, Will Ferrell. Come here and join my imagination. We'll bring Carrie in later. I'm just kidding. Your goodbye. Don't you like Elvis Fitzgerald? No one likes a kiss-ass Ferrell. Really? You guys really? Are you just... You'd have to be stupid not to like Ella Fitzgerald. That's true. You'd have to be really stupid not to listen to Ella Fitzgerald and go, that is absolutely wonderful. It's her All of Me is wonderful. Her Let's Fall in Love is wonderful. Okay, there's not a song she sings where it's like, I wish she would shut up. Why doesn't she shut up? Well, she thinks she's Iggy Pop or something? She's not perfect, but she's perfect. Grace, shut up. Ella's singing. Even Grace Jones would agree. I agree. Shut up. Let's listen to Let's Fall in Love by Ella Fitzgerald. I agree. We don't have to pay extortion and exploitation anymore. Right. We were all stuck in hell, but there were moments of heaven. And here goes Ella, and she's going to tell you about her imagination. Okay. She only loves daddy. Right. Okay. Just listen. Let's take a stairway to it would be heaven. Oh gosh, yeah, wow. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Yeah. Everybody wanted 2 or 3, started the bubble machine. Right. And so, but guys. Yeah, I'm sitting there, it's not amusing. Well, it is kind of amusing. Yeah, it is amusing. Because you have like that thing that one dude with the Ryan Shaw and the Nick Shirley. 4 billion people watched your video, man. That's like mind-blowing. Why is it mind-blowing? Did you know more people watched propaganda cartoons from Mel Blanc and Dr. Seuss about accepting genocide, going down to the lobby to buy themselves a snack and buying war bonds at the end of this movie than they ever listened to Haile Selassie speak in front of people or Judah Krishnamurti speak in front of people. And they both had prophecy in their lives saying they were the living Messiah to help us understand world peace so we wouldn't murder each other over propaganda money at a newsreel in a movie theater. Let's fall in love. Why don't we fall in love? Right? I like Elvis Fitzgerald too. Will Ferrell, I'm getting a big thing from him that he just adores her. More than I do. Earl's just showboating. Yeah. He loves Raquel more than I do. He loves Yolanda more than I do. He loves Jennifer Lopez more than I do. Loves the Coconuts more than I do. Loves Mark more than I do. Yeah. And it's that kind of movie. Oh, him and Mark get alone and they make animal noises and get all sweaty. Yeah, we don't ever put it in private parts, but we do enough to make ourselves, have a real, not a homosexual faking an orgasm with warm yogurt on their back like on Philadelphia with that Tom Hanks wannabe pretender. He's kidding. He better be kidding because Mark's getting pretty pissed off. You don't want to piss off Mark. He's a little guy, but what's up? I'm just kidding. Me and Mark are like this. I can joke around with Mark. Mark has a good sense of humor. He's secure of his sexuality. They'll bury Flo tomorrow, but they're hanging me tonight. Yeah, we got into it the first time I ever got him in prayer. It's like, stop being such a jealous little shit. You can't relate like usually. Yeah, no. When Amy was having sex with all my coworkers at NSI, yeah, Jesus had to tell me to call ahead or I would get there and physically, possibly, maybe even because it was in Wyoming and the guys would get macho and, what I told Gilbert's baby daddy, Edna's baby daddy, you bring a gun, you better make sure you know how to use it or I'll use it to kill you. And so, yeah. And you're talking about Wyoming where guys that are fucking your wife from the bar have a gun rack that necessitates a gun because they own a gun, right? So you don't want to walk in on them and have them start getting all macho and then up going, what happened? I think he broke his fucking neck. What happened? Well, he had the gun and the gun barrel ended up, getting moved and it went in front of the other guy's face and blew his head off. Yeah, but the gun was in his hand. And now he has not a hook hand, but no face. Right. That'd be horrible. Right. So Jesus said, call ahead and they'll leave. And they did. And then they laughed at me. Yeah, that hasn't happened like 150 times in my life thus far. He thinks he's so bad, he's fat and looks like Uncle Fester's cousin. Yeah, but if you're trying to hurt children and he has to come between you and the children, you don't want to be in the same, you don't want to be that guy who got called for the Amber Alert, sitting there scanning and holding his gun and on the radio, I want to get killed to this guy, hey. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm standing here like, I might as well be Ralph in his pink bunny outfit from his aunt on A Christmas Story. Hey, Aunt, just call in the thing. Hey, Aunt, it's me, the Aardvark. Just call in. I even have the body like that. I didn't have the body like the Aardvark back then. I was in a little bit better shape. Yeah, I was exercising, working out, and I didn't have quite as much chemical poisoning as I do now. Right. Shit. They're mean. They're mean to you. Their name's not Victor. No, the other name is Victor. That means they're going to win. Okay, change your name to Malachi so it means prophet, which means you're going to live the peace of the Messiah. Don't call yourself Victor. You're not going to win. What about Thomas Builds a Fire? Thomas, stop building fires and stop turning into ash every time someone touches you. You don't need to win a Sundance Film Festival award. The ghost of Irene Bedard and the guy from... Irene's still with us, isn't she? Yeah, she's cute. Anybody like her? She's cute. Isn't she the voice of Pocahontas? In Disney, there's other Pocahontas cartoons that have different voices that voice Pocahontas, like Land of Pocahontas that Patrick had, right? But isn't Irene Bedard the voice of Pocahontas in the Disney, listen, whistle, stop, you will understand. Boop-a-dee-ba-doop. That's a whole other different Disney movie. I understand! Sorry, Will Ferrell's in my head and he's crazy. Just kidding around. I'm having fun here. I connect to people in prayer. And if they have courage to come and try to show up, I want to help live the Lord's Prayer. Nobody believes you, Jackie Moon. Go take your ELE ring and go try to hang out in a place for sad people. Yeah. while you're at it, buy a couple of pies from your mom at Walmart. It's funny. What? God damn. I'm sorry. I didn't say it. You did say it. I said it. There, I said it again. Patti LaBelle used to sell pies at Walmart. I don't know if she still does. It's funny. Oh, come on. Shit, I can't be funny if nobody around here. Everybody's got, you hurt my feelings. Okay. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer, and you act like I don't exist and play to your alter ego as a Jesus God that has an unlimited bank account. And I hurt your feelings because I don't want you to be an ass in front of your children and your grandchildren or your ancestors or descendants yet to be. Okay, and so I hurt your feelings. Okay, but my feelings, you're not Morris Albert. Who cares? I wish I never met you, girl. You'll never come again. The bitch never came anytime. She was sexually abused when she was young, and she couldn't relax, and she couldn't be like Nola, and she couldn't be like Law. Wow, so nobody's going to be throwing frisbees in your backyard or asking you for some of the shampoo that you used to wash your hair? Right. That's horrible. No, that is horrible. No, they gave me Law, and Law had quadruple 5 screaming orgasms, but you have to go out and be Tyler Perry if you want to keep having sex like this. I don't want to be Tyler Perry. I don't like Tyler Perry. I don't want to dress in drag. I do not want to join the Temple Set Illuminati. I do not like Antoine Aquino and Michael LaVey. What's the difference? There is no difference. They got interchangeable parts. They're like Lego pieces, and so it's like Lego Batman and shit. Okay, but seriously, there is. But So yeah, and then they gave me Steffi, who couldn't have an orgasm with a man she tried, and then when we tried, the military screwed it up with a yeast infection by putting topical things in there that caused it and causing the conditions for it and the stress and the toxic environments. And then gave me Amy, who was sexually manipulated and groomed by the time she was young and didn't know how to fully enjoy sex, because when you have sex with people when they're too young, they don't know that once you hit puberty, you hit orgasm, and then whoa, and it's like, oh, she's all lubed up. This is great. It's better than right at Disneyland. Let's take a stairway to the stars, a special stairway to the stars. Since he's moved down there. Bothered, bewitched, and bewildered. Oh, goddamn, Carrie's here. I'm just kidding. It's funny. Am high. I've got eternal sunshine in my spotless mind. At the Majestic on my way to the Truman Show. Is that Renee Zellweger? Well, let's take that chicken, snap his neck, and make some chicken dumplings for Keith Urban's ex-wife at the Met Gala show. Hiddity-ho, hiddity-ho. Oh, come on, it's funny. God, you guys are such assholes. Y'all think you're so goddamn uptight? You're Stanley Tucci trying to pretend to be that lady's assistant that's always the assistant that kisses ass to that woman. It's like, why do you want to kiss ass to that woman? She wears horrible clothes that no one would wear in public. And if you wore them in public, everybody would say, what, did you finish dressing? You want to go back and finish dressing? Okay. Why don't I just take the tour in my underwear? Well, we are on the beach. Okay, let's go swimming. What? Let's go swimming. And then what? Let's ride bikes. Okay, and then we'll ring the bell to prove that we're strong. Things we did last summer, I'll remember all winter long. I like Nancy Wilson too. Yes, me too. Also a favorite with Ella Fitzgerald. Right. Don't you love that song? The random tandem bike. We never could explain that sudden summer rain. The looks we got when we got back. The feathers we played. Anybody else love that song? The things we did last summer, I'll remember all winter long. Anybody else? Is there no one else with good taste in the universe? Will Wheaton? Wheaton! Do you have good taste? Does your Nana? Not Meemaw, to be confused with Sheldon's Meemaw, who's Annie Potts, but not Anna Potts, but doesn't look anything like Annie Potts, but Annie Potts is supposed to be her? Yeah, doesn't that ever confuse you? Right. How come they didn't have the episode when Sheldon comes home from spring break and catches dad on top of another woman? Come on, Chuck, what were you thinking? Okay, and they didn't have the episode when he was skeet shooting the collectible plates or whatever and stuff like that. You're crying and making Sheldon cry. He's not crying because of that. He's crying because I let you name him Sheldon. Why didn't you put that much dysfunction into the Young Sheldon show? I mean, if you're going to talk about it, market it, and sell it, why do you not show us the whole dysfunction junction of the dysfunction junction? Why do you make it into a nice, another recycled fucking, hey, look, it's Fred Savage and the Paul Kid and Winnie Cooper. Wasn't she on Big Bang Theory? When she got older, yes. Hulk's mad, Hulk's sad. Oh, look, it's a Green Lantern, right? Oh, is that Ryan Gosling? Okay. Was Ryan Gosling the Green Lantern? Wasn't, my childhood crush in that one? Wasn't she a scientist at Roswell or someplace like that? Yeah. I'm not coveting Courtney Vance's wife. Those are ink stains and those are forgotten words and funds and the ink stains that are dried upon some line. Are they standing up for the Lord's Prayer? Then it's not a holy covenant. Then their kids are inheriting her eternal wretchedness. Get your triangle straight and understand how it works. Get Blaise Pascal here. Blaise Pascal, right? Is that a triangle? No, it's a Rubik's Cube, but thanks for asking. Oh, is it at an angle where it looks like a triangle? Earl, you're just being silly. I'm trying to make money here. I'm joking. I'm not trying to make money here. I'm fixing the algorithm. I get the same numbers on the algorithm that I've gotten for like the last 10 to 15 years. You have 444 views, 5,000 more of this, but 444, I don't know. It's something like that. But now your numbers are being more consistent, most consistent, most significant. Right, it's Billboard magazine, right? I am the most significant, most consistent, like Billboard said about Gangstar, right, on YouTube, right? Right, fixing the algorithm, yes. Why? Because I'm the lifesaver, right? Okay. You're funny, I know. It's a soliloquy of chaos, don't you get it? It's a soliloquy of fucking chaos. Check the fucking technique. Do the instrumental. I like the instrumental too. I really dig. No, I don't want to talk to Christina Aguilera. She's mean. Okay, she's a meanie. Okay. She's a meanie, and so is that Olivia Rodrigo. And Nelly Furtado, she's mean too. They're all mean. I don't like any of them. Russell Wilson or his wife. I like their kids, I just don't like them. Well, their kids will be sad if something happens to their parents. Then their parents better stand up for the Lord's Prayer, because I can't protect people from themselves. I can only use technology to try to protect people with technology from technology, but I cannot protect them from themselves. What are you doing at the Met Gala? I have no idea. I'm all dressed in chainmail and shit. And shit? Right, and prosthetics to make it look like I'm old when I'm not really old. Or a statue when you're not really a statue. Right, or a ghost when you're not really a ghost. How do you know you're not a ghost? Once they film it, aren't you technically a ghost, whether you want to be or not? Right. Come and know me better, man. Hey, look, it's Gary Oldman. No, it's Jim Carrey. No, it's Gary Oldman. No, it's Jim Carrey. Which one is it? See, the ghost of Christmas past or the ghost of Christmas present or the ghost of Christmas yet to come? Well, this would be the ghost of all three, right? Since I'm telling you about Christ Mass in the future and living the Lord's Prayer to deliver yourself from evil. So wouldn't I be the ghost of Christmas past, present, and yet to come all at the same time? Wow! Relativity. Pascal's triangle again. There you go. Okay. Hallelujah. Sunshine. Spotless mind. Majestic. How Truman is your show? I'm not Truman. My name's Earl. Thank you. Okay, where's my hot Italian model? Does she know all the words to the Samba of One Note? Can she play the guitar as well as Charo? Can she do it naked? Will I have to save her from the stage of a place that she's playing in front of real jerky guys in the U.S. military that like exploiting her sexually at a club where people go and this is like a church to us? Okay, Billie Holiday committed suicide through drugs here because of all her bad memories of being sexually assaulted for money while she was an adolescent there. Let's put that church out of business. Alrighty then. Let's stand up for a Lord's Prayer. Thank you. You're welcome. Will Ferrell, you have anything that you'd like to say? He has a ring that says ELE. His wife's vagina is still a place for sad people. And his mom wants to tell you that if you ask me to, I'll teach you how to make my pies without any preservatives. So you won't have to buy them at Walmart and they won't be held hostage. I'm Patti LaBelle and not her ghost, because it's the spirit of Christmas present, even though it's past and the ghost on this video for you. And I support this message. I like Patti LaBelle too. I love you too. If only you knew. I like that one too. Yes, I like your solo stuff better than your LaBelle stuff. You scream too much to the LaBelle stuff. I like your ballads better. So does Will Ferrell. He's afraid to admit it because he's afraid you'll smack him because you can actually see him and meet him because you played his mother once. You still act like his mom every time you meet. And if you're mean to him, I swear we'll both dress up like Little Debbie and chastise you, Patti LaBelle. She said she'd love it. Okay, that's just weird, Patty. I'm not dressed. He may dress up like, I ain't dressing up like Little Debbie. Hell no. You want your Little Debbie to look like this? Because I ain't shaving. Little Debbie, what a nice beard you have. All the better to eat oatmeal cream cakes with. God dang it. Oh my gosh. Oh, these are funny. I think everybody likes it when I have a prayer that connects to Carrie and Farrell, because they both have better personalities than me, especially Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell has the best personality of anybody that ever lived. This is not the opinions of the people that own Facebook or manipulate Facebook through money and or Congress, the Supreme Court, or the Pentagon, or any acronym that's Homeland Security, NASA, or whatever. This is the mere facts of reality of the personality of Will Ferrell. I told you I like the dude. He's funny. God dang it. Oh. I guess the line of King David, the sword really is a curse. Yes, it is. You know what? Farrell, you have to stand up for me in Lord's Prayer so this curse will end, so I don't have to have you standing around in a bunny suit sitting there tapping me on the shoulder telling me I'm a meanie. Well, what's the good in having Jennifer Lopez in your bedroom if you can't tell the coconuts, guys, go with Uncle Will to go eat some ice cream? A 3-day weekend. Your mom's going to help me try to lose weight. We're going to do lots of yoga. Lots of yoga. Whole lot of yoga. There's a whole lot of yoga going on. Yeah. The kind of yoga your mom did as a hustler. Yeah, that kind of yoga. Makeup? No makeup. Women are beautiful when, you wake up in the morning. Good morning. Hello, sunshine. Wake up, sleepyhead. Why'd we move that bongo clock so far away from the bed? Just one more moment. We ain't got no more extortion or exploitation. We can put on the Levine fellow and steal a cover and share some skin. There you go. And we don't have to drive anywhere on Sunday. He's not talking about driving. He's talking about driving. He's talking about, hey, open up your tunnel of love. I have a vassal. I'd like to move through it. He's using, on Red Eye, putting your balls in a rack and about bowling, but not talking about bowling. And yeah, he's talking about Gutfeld show. Only you need to get your camera 1 or camera 2 out of happy birthday. He's talking about that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about it. Will Ferrell's talking about it. He's the pervert. He's the one who made the Hustler movies. I'm like, why'd you have to make the Hustler movies? Why didn't y'all stand up for the Lord's Prayer? I'm not the boy next door. What do you think? What do you think? I don't think. You think. I don't think. I'm eternal faithful prayer that's based on actual factual events that are reality. So once you apply the physics of the Lord's Prayer, you don't have to think you're thinking. You're doing right without thinking, because you don't have to think of whether or not I'm doing right. Should I repent? Are you living the Lord's Prayer? Well, what you have to repent about? Well, I thought about having sex with the next door neighbor. Are you married to the next door neighbor? Well, yes, the bitch doesn't want to live with me. Well, maybe it's because you're not living the Lord's Prayer. Oh, I'm still thinking. Obviously. Don't you want that for me? What? Not living the Lord's Prayer? Having the next neighbor that you're trying to get out because you're oh so nice, oh so fine, oh so healthy in your body and your mind? Or she's only next door because she's over there helping the next door neighbors learn how to garden better because you next to live to Zach Trapalopicus Rosopicus from The Hangover, the 1st, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th time, It Won't Last But It'll Light, and we're in British Columbia. Why are we in British Columbia? Why do we have to go to British Columbia? Can't we farm in Eureka or the Gila, for crying out loud? I'll have my own tractor. I don't have to borrow his and or drive his. What are we talking about? I don't know. I was talking to Will Ferrell. He's crazy. It's confusing. And then Jennifer Lopez was thinking. And what happened? She got so confused. We didn't know what the hell we were talking about. Have you ever been inside a woman's head before? Wow, it's worse than Jim Carrey's. Oh, wow, the eternal sunshine of a spotless mind. She's just confused because we're not living the Lord's Prayer. Oh, wow, that's a horrible place. You tell a woman it's love, and then you get stoplight, and she doesn't stop dancing, and there's just nothing but Donna Summer tunes and Gloria Gaynor tunes, and you're dancing, and you can't stop dancing, and then your legs are like, my legs feel like they're gonna fall off. I'd like to go home and go to sleep. Could we just do the last dance thing? Could we put on the Benny King and the Drifters, save the last dance for me, and then go home and like sleep for a while? Sleep is a good thing. Sleep is fun. Sleep is wonderful when you're living the Lord's Prayer and living as one, because we're one source, of course, one source from the truth of creation. And we're not asking for money for a federal credit union abomination. There you go. Okay, is anybody else getting this? And you got John Najim screaming in my head. Can you ever turn it off? Turn off what? I like sharing the Gospels, and I like them to be fun and entertaining, so people in the future will go, wow, the Messiah was such a better guy than the people on the late night talk show TV circuit that made millions of dollars acting like jerks, selling food, selling housing, and holding it all hostage, and then putting them into a metroplex and destroying them with a stressful, toxic environment and giving them drugs and radiation treatment and calling it health care. I really, really care. No, you don't! You're a temptation, and a bad temptation. You got us all working at the Ford factory, painting cars and replacing us all like we're Lego Batman pieces. Yeah, Lego Justice League pieces. Yeah, Lego Avenger pieces. Spider-Man. How many Spider-Mans are there? There's a lot of fucking Spider-Mans, and they're all getting fucked in the head over money. But there's only one Jesus, and he doesn't claim to be Spider-Man, and he doesn't show up at the scene of a crime because he doesn't invent crimes by denying people the perfection of the Lord's Prayer. Hallelujah, brother! Thank you very much. My name is Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I'm trapped in hell by the U.S. military and their corporations, and you're trapped there too. Only I got ran over the parking lot of Best Buy in 2013, January 22nd, by all their imaginations, and I'm a crazy person who thinks I'm great Caesar's Christ's ghost, saving everybody from bad computer programs in his imagination. Wow, Willy Wonka, I like your imagination. I like my Oompa Loompas too. Okay. Oompa Loompas? Will, you can be the head Oompa Loompa, Will. Yeah. We'll take you in a computer-generated image and we'll make you the size of Deep Roy. And you can do all the songs from the second movie and the first movie. Yeah. And we'll use CGI to make sure that you're every Oompa Loompa. Only you have Johnny Hartman's voice. So it's, okay, Johnny Hartman singing Oompa Loompa songs. Ready? Okay, here we go. Come on, Will, help me out here. The power of Will Ferrell's ego compels you. Shut up. Okay. Johnny Hartman. Okay. Oompa Loompa Loompa dee doo. If I was dumb, I'd listen to you. I'd ask for money to fuck, and then I'd waddle home like I was Howard the Duck. You're too beautiful to be this fucking dumb. Don't be slow and sloppy and slum. Come and love me righteously today, so we can love the kids and the grandchildren in the best way. Thank you. That wasn't Johnny Hartman enough? Do it again? You know, tell Patti LaBelle I said, really? I got to do it again? It's not Johnny Hartman enough? You weren't feeling it? Oh, I'm sorry, Patti. If only you knew how much I do need you. You sound more like one of those idiot comedians in your head instead of the beautiful Johnny Hartman. Okay, sorry. Will sound like Barack Obama got a good bedroom voice for you there? Barack Obama. Well, look. Johnny Hartman. But can you move your legs? No, that's Jim Nabors pretending to be somebody from Mary Hartman with Vicki Lawrence, who sang That's the Night That the Lights Went Out in Georgia. That's the night they hung on a Don't Trash Your Love to some backwoods. Okay, that's funny. I see the Southern lawyer. And how far south? South side of Chicago. There you go. Do they have trees there? Like a tree grows in Brooklyn. Very good, Barack Obama. Wow. He's a Harvard grad. Go Crimson! Beat the Bulldogs! Don't beat the Bulldogs. Be nice to the Bulldogs. Play ball with the Bulldogs. If the Bulldogs win because they have a better team, we'll have to live with that. Right on. Did you say that, Mr. Crimson? I did. Okay. But nobody likes the mean green. Nobody likes Dartmouth? Okay. Dartmouth thinks everybody likes Dartmouth, but nobody likes Dartmouth? Okay. Dartmouth is the worst school in the Ivy League. All the people that are real jerks go to Dartmouth. You're just saying that, right? What about Princeton? Princeton sucks. I know, meat. But what we're talking about again? God. Well, this was very funny. Thanks, guys. It was very entertaining. And all these people, a lot of people think I'm a schizophrenic because I connect to people in prayer and try to get them to join me in living the Lord's Prayer today. You thought that was a psychopathic schizophrenic episode. Wow. So what's Graham of Thorns to you? What's Fox News to you? What's MSNBC to you? What's voting for a president that either lets criminals run around the country, causing an economic upheaval through politics so people can get dressed up in Kevlar and mass murder people with petroleum products to make phones so you can listen to me talk to try to get you the Lord's Prayer on the phone, but you say I have a schizophrenic episode and you want to run for president, vote for president, and kill people with a president, or help a president move people into positions to kill or be killed over presidential video games called mind games with your video devices. What's a psychopathic schizophrenic episode to you? Me? It's not living the Lord's Prayer, and it's been a long time coming. Change is going to come? It's not change, it's perfection. When you accept perfection, very little changes because it's not necessary. So don't see it as a change is going to come. That's Sam Cooke's perception of his imagination trying to get out of hell. You're not in hell. Just stand up for the Lord's Prayer, and heaven's right there. Okay? Psychopathic schizophrenic episodes, my ass. All right, love you guys. Peace out.